Hello everyone, I'd like to welcome you to Tim Rowe's 6-String Techniques. Hey, real quick, let's make sure that we're in tune. It's very important. Be very patient when you're tuning, be patient with yourself. It's great to use comparative tuning or ear tuning where you're listening to the note or listening to the pitch. What you need to determine when you're doing this is to determine whether your note, your string, is higher or lower than the recommended note. And then it's a match game from there. You're matching that string to that tone or pitch. Also, we want to make sure that we realize that nowadays there are so many great, and you'll actually be able to watch the tuning video. There are so many great applications now. There's free apps for the phone, such as Guitar Tuna and so forth is one of them that we'll use. The Snark tuner, the clip-on tuner, a great product. Certainly not endorsing these products, but knowing that that's probably one of the most common ones. And it's just a fantastic device. Other companies make those. I know Planet Waves and so forth. There's a lot of different companies that make these clip-on tuners that clip on the headstock and don't really listen to the note or actually with a microphone anymore, which is what the old tuners did, but they actually feel the vibration of the guitar, which is fantastic because if there's people talking in the room or there's music playing, you can still tune your guitar. Always make sure that you're in tune before you start anything. With that being said, a good way to check to see if you're in tune is to hold an E major chord. Now you can also figure out this chord through our lessons on chords. Here I'm holding the 2nd fret down on the A string with my 2nd finger. Underneath on the D string, I'm holding the 2nd fret down with my 3rd finger. And then on the 1st fret, G string, I am holding down the 1st fret. This is an E major chord. I'm going to break this chord up. Perfect. One more time. Oddly, when you're in tune with a particular chord, it's kind of inherent for the guitar not to be in tune. You may have your E chord in tune and find a subtle difference between your D chord, for instance, or a C. And actually, to my ear, these sound pretty good on this instrument today. I'm using an Ibanez Jazz Box guitar. Actually, I don't know the model number on this one. It's fairly new. But at any rate, you'll hear a little bit of a difference. Your ear will start to develop. The thing that's hard about tuning and listening to notes is that in the beginning, you'll accept what you hear. As your ears improve, you'll become more detailed, and it'll drive you nuts. It's just actually something that as musicians we go through. It's kind of the guitar's tendency, or it's inherent, not to be in tune. It's really its tendency not to be in tune. It certainly is as close to perfect as it can be, but it is not a perfect thing. I'm going to strike each open string for you and just ask that you try to match the pitch of each one of my strings going either up and down. So let's start with number 6 or E. Let's go with A, number 5, the next string. Again. And one more time. The next string, 4 or D. And again, one more time. Next string, 3 or G. Again. One last time. String number 2 or B. And finally, string number 1 or E. Again. And one last time. So do the best you can to make sure you're in tune before you start anything. Let's go.